Well, welcome everybody to a special Sunday episode where I'm not entirely sure what's going to be happening. I decided I would just play the September update for Final Fantasy 15, which redid some stuff in Chapter 12. I don't really know how long it's going to be or what's going to be different other than figuring out stuff about Luna and Gentiana, which my subconscious last night was super excited about because I actually dreamed about playing it, and of course, in my dream it confirmed everything that I thought, because it was my dream. But we'll see if that plays out here. And while I play, I'm just going to do a little bit of chatting about RPGs again, specifically RPGs. Select main games. I mean, I assume I should do that. Hope I'm not losing all my progress. I don't know. Anyway, end of days. Arden uses Stitch in time to switch appearances with Prompto and tricks Sadok into hurting his closest friend. Nevertheless, this king pushes ever onward, accepting the consequences and never looking back. I love this game. I love this game so much. But now I have to try and remember what was happening. I like that he was wearing his kingly gear, though. It's my favorite. I love it. Yeah, so now I have to try and remember what was happening. But I think this is where we basically just fight.
You've got to stop this thing. Prompto fell off the train. I pushed him. I mean, Arden made me.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
where he is, but we can't leave him.
Stay calm, Noct. I'm as concerned for Prompto as you are. But stopping the train would endanger everyone on board.
Anyway. So I want to talk about today the kind of the pluses and minuses to the more linear set RPG stories.
Two of you, okay, at least?
Versus
on my way.
things like BioShock with lots of... Oh, I don't remember how to play in this game. I'll figure it out, don't worry. It is circle for attack, right? And this for warp. I don't... it's been a while since I played. Let's just kill everything. Whoa! Anyway, oh, I don't want to use that. That's a stupid weapon. Sorry. I don't like the heavy, slow to hit weapons. That would be why I was having so much trouble fighting. Yeah, that's the reason. It's not me being incompetent at all. Where are you, my enemies? Anyway, you know, this was a question that Dee asked me a while back for the Ask Me Anything chats, and it's a good question. Like, what style of game do you prefer, and why?
Can't take much more of this.
Oh, you're fine. And... you know, for me, the big one that I played is Dragon Age. I've played all three, only one time each. So, you know, I definitely do have an experience for kind of you essentially develop and pick your main character, adapt to not only the job class, but also the personality, relationships with others, and, you know, lots of little details about the ending. And obviously that has some real appeal, especially when it comes to replay value. And so I think really, I mean, they both have their pluses and minuses. So I think I'm going to be focusing on, so I'm going to adjust the mic. I'm going to be focusing on the real, like, heavy choice-based Dragon Age. That's going to be my knowledge, because that's what I know. And comparing that to Final Fantasy 15, ta-da, that I'm playing right here. And the kind of pluses and minuses of both games. Because I don't know that I necessarily prefer one over the other. Although I do like the Final Fantasy series more, so I guess I do prefer one over the other, don't I? Anyway. Did I already complete chapter 12? No, okay. Because it's like I don't think any of that was new. Aww, I forgot Ignis is blind. I didn't forget, but it still hurts.
Who's here?
Aranea!
Aranea.
Aranea!
Guess we've got you to thank for this mess.
More to it than meets the eye. You want to know who to thank? Come with me.
Oh, she's so great. And her shoes are great.
Can't wait to hear this.
Oh, and Ignis blind in his king's oh.
What did you do to your eyes?
What did you do to your
No, just a flesh wound.
Can you see?
I'm afraid not.
The sacred within the man, the ring, is transferred to the man blessed with powers divine.
Wow, that sucks. It's a cruel world.
Indeed, sister. Anyway, so let's start on the sour note. What do I think are the disadvantages of
Wasn't there one more of you guys?
Yeah,
the
there was.
We
choice
lost track of
based?
him.
What do I think are
Is
the
he dead?
disadvantages
I
of Dragon
I
Age?
don't know.
Then quit moping, keep hoping. And in the
One of
meantime,
them,
handle what's at hand. This way.
I think one of the main disadvantages for me as a player is
So
that
it's not you, we think.
I don't
Thank the demons. Pawns of the Imperial Army.
know what the main character is
The army
like,
that you fight for.
and that's a little
Fought
strange for
for.
me.
My men and I are in the search
There are
and
certainly
rescue business
advantages
now.
to that in that you get to decide. So, for example, when I played Inquisition, I always play the female rogue on the first playthrough. And so for
You
Inquisition,
mentioned being part of the relief effort. We have a favor
I
to
had
ask.
cannoned,
Ask
you know,
away.
everything about her
In light
starting
of
out,
what you've told us,
including
We
that
can't allow the other passengers to
she
continue
really
Sure. leave 'em
loved
to
and
me.
looked up to Grey Wardens,
But
which is
who's
what
gonna
kind
drive
of
the train?
on. Now that you mention it, yeah.
showed her or like
You know anyone?
encouraged her
I
to
do.
be where she
In
was and
fact,
do what she
I know
was doing.
two.
And
Your new engineers.
that's kind of fun
Biggs
because it
and
leads
Wet.
to certain
No need to worry.
choices. For
They can take a
example,
licking.
I'm one of the few who
Driving a
romance
train to Corellia.
Blackwall. I feel like that's not a
Well,
really common
why would you have
choice,
me
but
ask?
because my headcanon for her was that she really looks up to Grey
Really appreciate you going
Wardens.
out of your way.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Nice
on.
one.
It was kind of like obvious. But I feel like, unfortunately, it's hard to keep that consistency, especially in your first playthrough, because you want to try
Thanks for the
to,
lift.
at least I do, want to please everybody. And
Especially the gorge.
that means I adapt my answers a lot.
It's a rather long ride, so I
which
suggest you bundle up
means
before we
that
ship out.
really
By the
nothing
way,
matters,
I bumped into a woman from
right?
the
You
manor.
just kind of
Used to serve House
say
Flore. Must have gone off looking
whatever
for you.
the
Said she had
quote-unquote
something
right
important to
answer is that
discuss.
you're looking for to
With
get the
me?
result,
Guess I ought to find
which
her
is
then.
not... It's not really how you're supposed to play, but for me, that was how I did end up playing, and I
We'll
think
be
that
waiting
takes
on board.
away
Give us a holler
a
when
lot
you're ready.
from the experience. Other players are certainly better than I am, and less, like, fraught with making the right choice, quote unquote. But because I want a coherent and good narrative, that's kind of what I look for. And so that actually makes the experience less fun for me than something
My
like
word.
this, where,
Is that you,
you know, Prince Noctis is,
yeah.
the only one I
Have we-
play as, but he has a set
Blessed be the
personality,
stars. Just look at what a
set
fine young man
answers
you've
to
grown
things,
into.
usually.
I am Maria.
You know, there's a
retainer in
few
service to
scenes
House
where you
Flore.
can change
I doubt
things,
you
but
remember me after these long years.
for the
I,
most
uh,
part, it's all set, ending
say
is
I do.
set, and
Don't worry.
that means
Who
I just
am
get
is
to
of
sit
little
back
import
and
in light of what I
enjoy the
wish to
experience and
discuss.
really learn who he is.
Lady Lunafreya
which
risked
for me,
everything to
I
spirit
think
the
I
ring of the
prefer.
Lucii away from the Citadel. Did she deliver it to you?
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's
Stars above. My
where I'm
fears have
coming
been
down.
assuaged. Lord Ravis too
it
will be overjoyed
also
to hear this news.
Ravis too.
encourages some things that I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of, but I'm not going to get into that. Oh, Ravis, why are you like that?
I beg of you, please, see the ringed Noctis on my behalf.
I'm just making sure there's nothing new. I'm sorry. This game is great. Shut up, anybody else.
Pretty. My flesh has begun to fail me.
No, I cannot accept it.
And it's just fun coming back to it, because now I know
By your hand.
what's gonna
must be done.
happen, so...
To deliver the ring and inspire the king is your calling. You mustn't fall.
But I lack the strength to go on.
Aw.
Find it, Lunafreya. You have the will. Go to Noctis. Show him the truth of your heart.
Aww, siblings! I can't with this game.
I understand you will go
Anyway,
hence to the Imperial capital.
Yeah.
But there are
Lord Ravis has
obviously a
King
lot of
Regis's grave in his
advantages with having
safekeeping,
these choices
and it
too.
was his wish to return it to you, my
A
prince.
lot of replay
Though I
value
imagine
because
it will
you
not
get
be easy for
to
you to find each other.
choose other classes, choose other races, choose
get
to
it for him
romance other
somehow.
people.
I pray it shall be so.
So many different endings and choices that you make. So if you're less anxious about the quote-unquote real story, the quote-unquote true story, then yeah, that is definitely where it's at for you. So I don't want to diminish what that is doing, because it's really super great. I also and it lets you get a different experience. Say I'm going to play a mean warden, or I'm going to play a nice warden, or I'm going to side with the Templars, or I'm going to side with the mages. It really allows you to see much more complexity and just open up the game in a very different way, because you're not just being one person, you are interacting with the world in a lot of different ways, and that is very cool too. So I don't want to say that there's no value in that, because obviously there's a lot of value.
About the crystal. Remember how I said it
I
was locked
just
away?
personally
They really don't allow anyone near the
think
thing.
that when I
The
get
Emperor
into a game,
himself
I
never
really
got
want
close
to get
to it. The
into
lab rats had a theory that the crystal posed some kind of
the canon and the
threat to the
truth, and
demons,
when my main
way they
character
see it.
is
That's the reason the Chancellor had the Emperor go after it in the first place.
totally
Dunno, but that theory holds water in
blank,
my book.
it actually causes quite a bit of anxiety. Weird, but true. I had a lot of fear, especially when I first started with the first Dragon Age game. When I started with Origins, I was like, but, why am I upsetting Morgan? What? How do I do this? It was very unpleasant. I had the laptop open the whole time I was playing all 3 Dragon Age games. Not the way I'm supposed to play, but that's kind of how I do it. What else? What are other good or bad things? I really thought I had more to say about that, but I don't even know why I'm buying things. Like, I don't think I can even... Oh, I can actually. How do I... Oh, okay. I was like, how do I go to the main menu? I forgot. Because I'm a moron. Alright. That's how I do it. Alright. Anyway. So what does happen? I don't know if I... Okay, so that's cure for insomnia. So I want to go ahead and... I don't know that I necessarily really need to, but I'm curious, so I'm gonna have a save file of doing that. Yeah, what are the other real advantages or disadvantages? Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's just the choice is kind of a double-edged sword.
Prince Noctis!
Yeah?
You
Prince
know,
Noctis, were you excited to marry Lady Luna Freya?
I really
Because she was
love
really
understanding a
excited to marry
character,
you.
but
She looked
there are
so
really
happy
great
the day
things
her
of being
dress
able to say,
arrived.
okay,
She
my
really
character's
loved
going to be
you,
like this,
Prince
let's see how that
Noctis.
affects the world.
I...
Yeah. And when you put it that way, it sounds a lot better. Now when it comes to ending, or endings...
At first, the father had mourned the fate of his chosen son.
Aww.
Yet in Tenebrae, the two found solace. It was not the Oracle who assuaged their fears, but the girl. She holds the true power.
I have little to offer a king, other than the voice afforded the Oracle. Nevertheless,
Please, you're the best and you know it.
and I'm afraid you might find this foolish, but to be together with Noctis again, even if only for a short while, it would mean the world to me.
Precious babies.
I
Anyway.
do not seek to guide him, merely
Um,
to stand beside him.
I do like the option of having multiple endings, though. I think that is possibly what appeals to me more. Now, Dragon Age, like, there's like 5,000 little details for the ending, which might be a little too much, but like something like Chrono Trigger with its different endings, I, of course, really loved. I don't think anybody doesn't like Chrono Trigger, maybe, but
Lady Lunafreya was lucky to find a nice guy like you.
yeah,
Thanks.
he's a nice guy.
Will we ever see the dawn again?
Nope.
What has become of our world?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
How in the world could something like this happen?
Because everything's terrible.
I listened to Lady Lunafreya's address on the radio.
Okay.
To think she gave that speech in the very place she was supposed to be wed. I can only imagine how she must have felt.
Yeah, it's all really quite sad. But I want more cutscenes. That's why I'm here.
I swear I saw a giant serpent back there.
Yes, there's Leviathan.
Is the manor badly damaged?
Oh,
It's seen better days. So have the civilians. They've been through a lot. And the Chancellor's the one who put them
so,
through it.
like, to
Put us through a
me,
hell of a lot too.
I think
He
a
never gets
game
in
like
our way,
Chrono
but
Trigger
he sure loves messing with us. There's a good
is
chance he got his hands on Prompto.
actually
Just hope
kind
he
of
doesn't mess with him
perfect.
too bad.
You know, it's not my favorite game of all
It's
time.
rather strange. Lady Gentiana has
But
not graced us with her presence as of late.
It is,
Perhaps
I
she
think,
has
very
no reason to
perfect in
stay,
its
now that the blood
design.
of the Oracle is no more. Like her,
Lots
others
of
will
characters
eventually
well
leave, and
defined.
the
A
land of
silent
Tenebrae will be lost to
protagonist,
memory.
which I think is kind of the next best thing. So again, like, no, Chrono does not have
The Empire has declared Lord Ravus
a,
and sentenced him
Chrono
to
does
death.
not have a very well defined
I believe
personality.
the attack on the manor was further punishment.
But, you know, it's not like you can go around making him too much of a jerk or to whatever, right? It's fairly blank.
Ready to depart. Just swapped out the damage cards for some new ones.
But
Give one of us a holler when
I
you're ready to
think
shove off
that
then.
kind
Dining
of
car's open if you need a break.
works perfectly fine. And the endings change less based on what you say and more based on what you do.
You're saying the hunters are on high alert? That's right.
And so by that,
Welcome.
I mean,
What's on your minds? What'll you boys be having?
that's so sad.
We'll see you around.
That, you know, your dialogue choices don't have a huge. I mean, it's been a while since I played. So this could be wrong. But I feel like you're dining. Your choices don't make as much of a difference in terms of what you say, but when you beat Lavos has a big effect on the ending. And I really like that, personally. And I think it makes the different endings just easier to follow. And unfortunately, this is all coming off and making me feel like I'm saying I don't like Dragon Age,
So according to your research, Ms. Jaeger, this
which
phenomenon
is
of the nights growing longer
totally not true. I love Dragon Age, and I do love
Shall we shove
things
off
about
then?
it.
Climb aboard.
I think I'm just trying to understand which type of game I like better, and I think I
Don't worry
do
about
come
the
down on
civilians.
this side.
They're in my good hands.
I think that's why Final Fantasy is my favorite RPG series. I mean, part of it is nostalgia, let's be honest. But this game is great.
Thanks, Aranea.
And, you know, I'm not doing much of anything. So
snowing.
Get your ass on board.
I think
Yes, sir.
I think that's where I'm coming down. It's just, it's easier to really sink your teeth into the story of something like this. But that's just my 2 cents. And it's certainly easy to do a bad job, shall we say, either way. So a game certainly can be too linear if the characters are a little too flat. Characters do need to be very rich to kind of make up for the lack of choices. And, you know, sometimes you could have too many choices. That's certainly...
Once we get through Gorovus, we're there.
We've come quite a long way.
a possibility. Too many choices. But I'm really curious to hear from other people. I mean, I've certainly talked to friends about Dragon Age, and I mean, we all like it. I don't think anybody's been like, man, that game sucks. But I'm really curious if other people feel that sense of anxiety when it comes to playing a game. Or if it's just me, which it could just be me, being really scared about kind of making the quote-unquote correct choices for the story. So I would love to hear what other people have to say about it. I would also love to hear what people think about what is my actual complaint. And that is the in Dragon Age Inquisition, there were too many side quests. There were too many really boring, just collect all these things and eventually you'll get something for it. I just lost my patience. And normally, you know,
what it could be this time.
I really do like doing side quests just fine. But I could not in Inquisition. I could not with that game.
I hope it's just a quick snow shoveling
And
job. Indeed.
I think that's another downside to maybe multiple choice, you know what I mean.
It's freezing.
This same problem, of course, could happen in a more linear game.
It's a shame. She's lying dead.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn, it's cold.
Spring up out here. Warm up in there.
Better make this snappy.
Oh, I know why it keeps switching weapons. It's because I have some thing on that's just like, oh yeah, switch weapons constantly. Anyway, or maybe I don't have it equipped. I hope I don't have it equipped right now, because I don't know why the broadsword is equipped, because I hate it. It's been a while since I played this. Anyway. It's obviously possible for any game to go a little overboard with its quests, with its side quests. But I feel like you run more of a risk in that with the many choiced games, because you want to give people lots of world building and to kind of see why their choices matter. which obviously is great. I mean, your choices should matter. That is what you would want in a game, I would think. But I don't know. Dragon Age Inquisition is the first time that I felt this has gone on too long. Please make it stop. I hate this. So, what are your thoughts on that? Because in the midst of it, I was very unhappy.
Hurry up. Ain't got time to waste.
Don't worry, I killed it. Alright, am I gonna get the new cutscene now? Please.
Hey, Knocked! What's up? You better get in here. Something's not right.
Oh, great. Something else.
Right.
Oh, right.
No way.
Oh, yeah, because this is when I realized
Hold it! That son of a bitch.
kind of what happens with the gods.
Hell?
So please, please, please confirm what I want to be confirmed. I want my read of the ending to be right. Maybe one day we'll find out. Come on, Noctis.
Stop! Stop, damn it! Where is he? Where's Prompto?
Maybe he's Prompto now.
There you are. I'm worried about your friends. They've fallen and they can't get up.
Oh,
Why not
Arden.
lend them a hand?
You're so cool. I love you. I don't care that you're a total psychopath. I love your story so much. I know they've like thought about doing some prequel stuff with Arden, and I really hope they do. I mean, I'm a little nervous that they do because my headcanon is really sweet, but if they do a good job, I'm totally stoked. Like, how does he know the gods so well?
The face you wore the day.
Yeah, so the word that gets cut off is died. I'm 100% certain about that.
Let it now be done, as promised to the Oracle.
Tiana, it's you. You're the Glacian.
Tales of the past and hopes for the future are manifest in the King of Kings. The Frostbearer's blessing shall be his.
I think that was new. Ask about Tales of the Past. This is new. I'm stoked.
The Six have safeguarded this star since time immemorial. Each of a different mind, but united by this common purpose.
I love reading these cuts
The
mangas.
god's protection extends to all creatures here below, even to the mortals created in their image. They are feeble creatures leading fragile lives and clinging to foolish fancies. The Frostbearer scorns these visions of hope, which melt like snow in the sun's light. Yet the Pyre Burner admires their strength of will. For their reverence, he grants unto them his flame, and the world of man flourishes.
Ooh.
His benevolence warms the frozen
I
heart
knew
of
it.
the Frostbearer. The mortals have earned her respect, he her love and admiration. It is not long, however, before some among those men ascend to new heights of hubris. The people of Solheim spurn the gods who bless them, the gods they once worshipped.
Typical
The
humans.
ungrateful mortals incur the wrath of the Pyre Burner. He seeks to raise the very civilization his flames once helped build. But the Six are sworn to defend the star and all her inhabitants from harm, and, at times, from one another. The flames of war surge as Solheim fends off the Pyre Burner's fire. The gods' pleas for peace fall on deaf ears, and the battle rages.
This is awesome. Thank you for
When the smoke
including this.
clears, the world of man is in ruins. Their star left scarred for time eternal. Wearied from war, the sick seek solace in slumber. This tale of our shared past is entrusted to the King of Kings,
Don't mess with the gods.
that he may see it to its conclusion.
Hopes for the future.
In the days that follow the war, while the six are still asleep, the pyre burner is sought by a man who draws him away from the light.
Arden. Is that you,
Peril
Arden?
is sensed by the Frostbearer. She rushes to his aid, only to be felled by the foreign hordes.
Arden.
Those masses are now one with the darkness. Darkness that before long will swallow the six and the star they protect. This star's fate no longer rests in the hands of the gods. It sits on the shoulders of the chosen.
Poor Noctis.
Deliver this world from darkness and grant my love release.
I promise I will.
Aww.
The Oracle is no longer of this world, but her thoughts remain, and they must be known.
Luna's thoughts. Give me everything.
When the boy begins his existence on this star, the girl is met by the High Messenger. It is ordained that she will work with him to return the light. The girl reaffirms that promise. The High Messenger is moved by the girl's determination, her heart warmed by the girl's benevolence. Her faith in mankind is restored once more.
Because she sees her like her and Ifrit. Oh.
Sister, cease this madness. That boy will never be king.
Noctis is chosen. It is ordained. You of all people should know.
I know that you are throwing your life away.
That may be.
Oh.
But it's my choice. If only... If only I could hear his voice once more.
This is so sad. Luna, I want to give you a hug.
If we could laugh together as we did as children.
I want to give you a hug, Luna, so much.
If we could live out our days together as we once dreamed.
Wherefore does the lady weep?
Yes.
Forgive me. I vowed to only cry where prying eyes cannot see the tears in mine.
Yet others need not hide their grief. Is she so different from them?
No. She is no different at all. She wants exactly what they do. To be with the one she loves. But want though she may, it is not to be.
Oh, Luna.
The lady's thoughts have been hurt. The love she bears the king shall never fade. And, in time, her feelings shall be known unto him.
Gentiana.
And if the words are not spoken from her lips, then the messengers shall see that they are heard. The god's favor and the lady's love shall be with him evermore.
Oh.
Thus it is promised between the oracle and her familiar.
Oh.
I am undeserving of your kindness. Thank you.
Oh. Oh. Shiva. Luna. This is so sad.
And so the promise is fulfilled. As her words go with him, so shall my blessing.
Yeah, okay. I know you're not wordy, but come on.
King of Kings, restore the light unto this world.
Are you sad enough
Farewell,
yet?
dear Noctis.
I hope you are. Happy Sunday. Happy October. Everything's sad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you.
Oh,
Even
baby.
when you needed me most. There was so much you wanted to say.
Yeah.
So much I wanted to say.
Oh.
And now, I'll never have the chance. I'm so sorry.
Oh, the flower! It's Luna! I can't! My babies! Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh. Oh, babies. Oh. Everybody in this game needs a hug.
I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
Oh, they just look at these scenes again. Oh.
I promise.
Babies. The precious babies. Man, this game is wonderful. I love you. Love you all. Now I'm gonna beat you up. Just to feel better.
Hey, wake up.
I know they're okay, so I don't have to be anxious about this. And the director confirmed that they live after the end of the game. Thank goodness. I mean, it was a really sad explanation because he was like, I mean, you can't really recover from what happened, but they're okay. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me how sad everything is. I love this game. I think it is such a wonderful kind of swing back to some real classic Final Fantasy. Eventually, I'm not sure when, I will be doing that religion in Final Fantasy series, and this is going to be
right to call you Noct.
so important because the religious themes in here.
Such is the might of the gods.
It's
But
amazing.
then I remembered I'm immortal. Such is my blessing and curse. Your attack hurt me, nevertheless. My feelings, at least.
Oh, Arden.
And after all the memories we've shared, remember this. I should have asked if you remember him. Truly a blast from the past. Nay. You mustn't take what's not yours.
Where is he?
He? The little gunman's a short shot away.
Where?
Where else but Gralia, the seat of the Empire? I'm sure he'll be delighted to see
I
you.
love his outfit.
And you might even find your crystal.
It's just so wild.
With
Which
all
is
these
probably
demons
how you
about,
would dress
you
if you
could
were
certainly
eons
use it.
old.
Off you go, then. I wouldn't want to keep you from your friend.
Yeah, he's blowing up the train, dude. Just come on. Whew. There's probably nothing else new in this chapter. I think that was probably it. Oh yeah, because we're at the end of the chapter. Well, there you go. So thanks so much for watching on this Sunday, sharing this with me. I think it's just such a really cool game and some nice additional scenes for us there. And I hope you enjoyed my little discussion about where I fall and what I like in RPGs. We'll probably talk more for the next couple of weeks about game stuff before getting to the religion in Final Fantasy series. Although, after today, I think the week should get a little calmer, so we'll see. Anyway, until next time, Interceptor out.